two future Rhodes scholars throwing dice in a cemetery. They'll probably be lords someday with the way this world works.
Hey, mister. We've got a game going here, can't you see?
My mistake. I saw three guys hunched over, and I assumed you were all staring at a snail.
Staring at snails? Snails? I'm not even drunk yet. It's not snail staring time.
Oh, well, sorry. Didn't mean to interrupt your game of chance. Carry on.
Whoa, mister. You interested in getting in on the action?
Sure, what kind of action we got going?
Craps, my good man, craps. The game of kings and paupers alike. Why? Because we all suffer from the slings and arrows of outrageous fortune. And well, we all poop, don't we?
That's both sufficiently deep and disgusting.
I aim to please. You aim too, please?
You're delightfully droll. I'm surprised no one's punched you in the face yet.
Who says they haven't? I didn't get this mug by avoiding all the fists to my face. Anyway, the game is craps. You know how to play? Well, here's the rules in a nutshell. You roll the dice. You get a 7 or an 11. You can count. Good. There you go. Lay your money down and take a chance.
Something's fishy. If there's anything I know, it's cheating.
Hey, I'm an honest man.
A sword always makes a man more honest.
Ah, no need for violence, my good man. I like your style.
Thanks, I try.
Hey, you think you might be able to help me out? I've got something, but, well, frankly, I don't have the stones to do it.
Few men do. What do you need?
Well, I need some blood from the beast that lives outside of town. I don't know what the hell that thing eats or why it works the way it does, but its blood is pure freaking magic. In my line of work, you need a little luck and some lubricant to get things done.
Are you a gigolo or something?
Ah, nothing so glamorous. You think the ladies are lining up to pay for a ride on this trolley? Jeez, mister, you think highly of me.
Well, I assume we're talking about sleight of hand mastery.
Is that a masturbation joke? Ah, you're funny. No, straight up. I'm a thief, a rogue. I steal shit. It's what I'm good at.
Sometimes you just have to steal things. World's a crazy place.
Ain't that the truth? So can you help me?
Sure, I'm willing to roll the dice on this one.
Yes! Okay. The beast lives in the forest outside of town. Careful, he's dangerous. You're going to have to kill it. I need you to get some of its blood. Well, as much as you can get. Here, take this. It'll help you out if things get a bit sticky.
Got it. Bleed the creature. Sounds like a splashing good time. And the healing potion in case she's harder to kill than you told me.
Thanks, man. I'll be here. Just meet me back here when you've got it. All right. I'll help you avoid the gates. Here's a little secret passage that I've been known to use from time to time. Boys, a little help, please?
It's a fish. It must have fallen out of Brattle's basket. You bend down and pick up the fish. Well, he was wearing some armor, apparently not enough. Crikey, his damn head fell right off into the stump. Got to admit that was equal parts cool and gross, as there were still a few rotting tendons holding it on. You peer inside and notice an old steel helmet, complete with horns. It's too bad this guy died because he might have been a badass. You take the helm, figuring you could use it better.
If you please, I'm sure you know the drill. Your purse, valuables, etc., or we have to get nasty.
Yeah, you don't want to see Lobo get nasty.
You decide to pay the men a bly. They accept your offering and leave you to your business.
Well, this is less than our usual fare, but I like the cut of your jib, stranger. You may pass.
Griff and Lobo don't want to talk to you. Suddenly, the oddest and largest beast crashes out of the forest. You don't know what the hell it is, but you prepare for battle.
Damn it. 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 Damn it.
That's how it's done. The beast is carrying nothing. You take out your sword and cut off his head. You collect the dripping blood off the head. Well, isn't this lovely? It's a lovely little place with canoes and an old shed, but there's a giant hole in the footbridge across the water.
Well, I sure as hell ain't fixing it. Not my job.
This old shack has the distinct smell of dead fish about it. Glancing inside it, you can see various fishing items and a large canoe with a hole in the bottom. Wooden tools and implements surround the canoe. Obviously, it's being repaired from some past misadventure. You also see some fishing line, rods, nets, and oars. And upon closer inspection, you notice a perfectly good old hammer in there. You quickly swipe the hammer out of its safe cradle in the shed and carry it along with the rest of your junk. This log cabin is sturdy and well constructed. There is a front porch and a fishing net draped over the railing. All in all, it looks quite inviting. There's even a little doormat that welcomes guests. You consider that this would be a very nice place to settle down.
Ha! Too many riches to be made before I settle down, and it won't be in a cottage like this.
I love it when you talk to me. I do get lonely out here. It's a gate. It's made of wood. You decide to name it Woodgate. You're one creative bastard. It's the severed head of Marcus Van Houten. Sadly, it doesn't look too good separated from his body. You can't make it over the gate, but you do get some practice climbing. Way to go! You feel like if you do this a few more times, you might have the skill to climb over the gate. Keep trying. You climb over the gate.
Ah, excellent. I can't believe you did that.
That beast went down like a bitch. Well, it seemed parrot dog.
I'm impressed, sir. Now, I can't use this stuff without cutting it with some oil. The stuff is too strong. It'll eventually dissolve metal unless I add some kind of oil to it. I gotta find some.
You squeeze the oily fish so that some of the oil drips in the glass. So do a few chunks of fish. It's nasty as hell, but what are you going to do?
Holy crap, man. This is perfect. You're an ace. You know, I've got some people I could introduce you to. I think you'd fit in nicely with us around town.
Yeah, as long as you're not a social club that just sits around wearing discarded women's dresses, I think we'll be good.
What do you know? That's Tuesday night. Dress night. Everyone loves it.
Ah,
Having earned his trust, as much as any thief will trust another, Ian shows you how to travel the path of the rogue more adeptly. You feel sneakier already.
Well, good sir. The night looms on, and I have places to be. You should go find yourself some quarters at the inn. Kessel, the man who runs it, is an interesting fellow for sure. I'll see you tomorrow. Meet me at the town cemetery around noon.
Ian told you to come back tomorrow around noon. You should go find somewhere to sleep for the night. The blacksmith is large and intimidating. You don't want to mess around with him.
Nice night, eh?
Yes, it is. Clear night. Always is after a man's been executed.
Nasty business.
It certainly is. How can I help you? Edward Smith. Smith by name, Smith by trade. Feel free to call me Smith. The fires of my forge have burned for many years. It's been my family's trade for ages. The fire is part of my family. It never extinguishes. This fire, to my knowledge, has burned since my father's 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 father started it. We tend to it every day. My father tended to it for his father, I tended it for mine, and my boy tends to the fire for me. He makes sure it is fueled and fostered every day. I love my home. It's been the seat of my family for generations. He keeps the peace. Sometimes I wonder at what cost, but I do believe he means well. I make weapons when I must. I do not lie or boast when I claim them to be the best. If I make an instrument that must take a man's life, I would have that man be slain with a weapon of purity and strength, so that he is sent to meet the Maker with honor. Goodbye, stranger. I do hope your time in our town is a pleasant one.
All these people has something to say.
Hi, Kessel.
Hello, sir. How can I help you?
I'd like a room, please. Nothing too shabby, but nothing so uncomfortable.
Why, sure. So I guess you don't want to be staying in the stable, I take it? Yes. We have fine rooms here. My daughter Ina will make it up for you. The cost is $5 a week. We can start a tab if you like.
That sounds fine.
Well, your room is up the stairs, down the hall on the left. You're in the deer suite. It's decorated with boars. I'm kidding, of course.
What happened there?
I'd like to say it was something clever, but really, I just got drunk one night and thought it was funny. Now I'm too ashamed to go back on my own joke.
I like a man with conviction.
Well, thank you. Anyway, we serve dinner here just before sundown, so if you want to be eating with us, just wander in around that time. We have a few regulars that like to come in and eat, so there's plenty of people to chat with if that's your thing.
Thank you.
Well, when I came into owning this building, it had been some kind of adventurous guild and mead hall. It was a wreck, really. Apparently, the adventurers around here were really more just a bunch of lying drunks. Great stories, but they couldn't take care of shite. Yep, she's my daughter, and don't think I don't know what she looks like. I've been growing a goiter since the day she passed into womanhood, and every man in this town has been sniffing after her. I keep an old hickory stick back here, just in case I have to crack a skull.
Excellent choice of protection.
Aye, thank you. Just say, sir, for safety's sake, that I hope I don't have to smack you upside the head for betraying my trust and good nature.
I should hope not, but let's say that if you had to, I'd know I deserved it, and I'd take the licking like a man.
Of course you know, I'd beat you till you're dead, sir.
I don't enjoy beatings that lead to death.
Not many people do. Well, I love this town. Lived here all my life. So did my folks. Father used to be a woodcutter, but I said screw that. Don't feel like swinging an axe all day. So now, I take care of travellers when they come in, and I feed people. It's not a bad life. Ha! What a tough old prick he is! The only thing harder and more stubborn is my old hickory stick. You think I'm kidding when I say I'll bash you for taking advantage of Ina? No, sir. You be having a good night, okay, Mr. Owen? Goodbye.
After a long, hard day, you lay down and sleep for the night. Meanwhile,
Master, the beast has been slain.
My pet? Who's done this?
A stranger, it appears.
Contact our friend in town. This one may be trouble.
you're starving. You should go downstairs and get some breakfast from Ina.
Good morning, sir.
Is it?
Good to see you. If you wanted some breakfast, just sit down and Ina will serve you.
Thank you, my good man.
You sit down at the table.
Here's your meal, Mr. Rowan, sir.
Looks lovely. Thank you, dear.
You wolf down all the food and give a proper belch. There's a dude dressed in a safari outfit sitting by the fire.
Well, hello, young fellow. How are you?
I'm above ground. It's a start.
Indeed. Can I help you? Well, where are my manners? Ned O'King, adventurer, explorer, and cataloger of rare animals, and in some cases, monsters. Well, I travel from land to land looking for new species of animals. I catalog them all, and then I publish my findings. I have several books in print. They are fascinating, eh? I love your regular old bear or raccoon, but when you find that rare species, that's what makes the job. Well, there's an interesting subject. You do see them around here. I try to avoid them and study from afar. Mostly I try to talk to others who have seen and dealt with them. I use their information to write about how to deal with them. This area has such an interesting array of monsters, even undead. And the regions within each area are almost unique in their variety. There's the Volksville Woods, which currently surround us. To the west lie the grasslands, and just north and east of here are the 99-acre woods. Or the North Woods, as some call it. Up north and a little west of here is the Krasnan Swamp. Head south towards the ocean to see the amazing South Woods. Each area holds variety to keep me fascinated for years of study. Feel free to ask me about anything you might want to, and I'll tell you what I know. From what you describe, this sounds like a Hundelvorn. The thing about them is, they aren't natural. A Hundelvorn is generally some kind of purposeful mutation of a creature, or man. In those cases, some kind of magic or alchemy is involved. I'll tell you though, you should worry less about the beast, and more about who made the beast. The main creatures you'll encounter around here are the Rukiti. They're a red-skinned creature, generally armed with a flail, who are mean and will probably attack you on sight. I've heard they're not too difficult to defeat in combat, although I've never tried myself. You'll probably encounter some brutes as well if you wander around enough. That's what they call the local brigands around here. Rough lot. A good offense is probably just slashing at these types instead of just trying to stab them. The grasslands are an amazing place. So vast and full of grass. I made a rhyme. Besides the Rukiti, who seem to be most everywhere around these parts, you'll probably see some jaguars during the day and wolves at night. Both are just normal animals, nothing too special about them except they seem to be more susceptible to slashing as opposed to other attacks. I surmise that to these creatures, the weapon looks like a giant steel claw, which sends them into a panic. You might find the wolf fur will go for a fair bly in the right place, too. What a fascinating place the 99-acre woods are. They originally started off as 100 acres, but rumor has it that it was measured wrong by the lord or king of the time. It was once an area set aside for hunting bears, but since it's been left to go wild, some giant spiders have moved in. Both of these animals are weak against your slashing attack. I've never ventured north into the swamps, although I hear it's a fascinating place. Check with the apothecarian in town here. He goes there or sends his young apprentice there to collect herbs and plants. I can tell you that there are swamp Rukiti there, cousin to the red-skinned ones around these parts. They're more vicious than their cousins, but they tend to not like a stabbing attack. Throws them off their game. Now what I am intrigued by in there is the giant snakes. I've never seen one before, but I hear they're a sight. Being a wild beast, I'd have to assume they wouldn't like a slashing motion of the sword, but don't quote me on that. The leaves and colors of the South Woods are amazing. Truly a great part of the world, but that doesn't mean there's not some fierce creatures about as well. The whole area is crawling with dwarves, and they're nothing like you see in books or hear about. Nasty little buggers. They'll cut you up and sell your body parts for a bly if they can. I really couldn't tell you the best way to deal with them except to stay away if you see them. Oh, the undead. Most people think these are just made-up fairy tales to scare young children, but they're certainly more than that. The old graveyard to the north has its fair share of wights, skeletons, and specters. The information I have on them is sketchy, but from what I understand, and there's a certain logic to this, they don't like being bashed, so your best bet is to hack away at them until they drop. Then, run like hell. It makes sense to me not to bother stabbing them. After all, there's no internal organs in the undead, so just what would you be stabbing, eh? Well, it was nice talking with you. Come back if you need any kind of help.
Oh, Mr. Rowan, tonight's the town market. There's a performance by the street performers. It's usually very, very wonderful. You shouldn't miss it.
Sounds lovely. See you there.
As you walk into the courtyard this morning, you see a group of men in green robes and a lady in a rather revealing outfit.
But the embrace of Ta, the god of power, is the path that will save you. In his becoming, you will be realized as new beings, beings of power, beings of experience.
And he shall protect the righteous and loyal in the time of the great darkness.
Those of you who would give of themselves to a greater power and a wiser path, step forward and be anointed. We shall bond together and rise anew.
The woman scans the crowd, and her eyes fall directly on you.
And you, sir, I can see that you are a soul in search of something.
In search of a pot to piss in.
Aren't we all now?
Of course you seek those pleasures. Why should you not? These earthly comforts are ours to revel in.
Well, I think so.
But when we cannot partake of these anymore, we should ride into eternity with the strong. Tar is the only way.
Thanks. I'll pass though. I don't do my deity choosing before lunch.
Ah, you're quite the flippant young man, aren't you?
Sure.
Oh, you'll learn someday, young one. Someday eternity shall come for you, and you will fall.
Thanks for the advice.
You would do well to listen, sir, and keep your eyes open for eternity, as it comes for you, the same as it comes for all of us.
I know there are those of you who fear. Lose your fear. Come with us. Come with Tar, and we will all be free together.
All right, that's enough of this. You're disturbing the peace. Take your followers and leave our village before I decide to enact my own religious movement on you.
Ah, yes, the noble lawman, putting his mortal laws before the eyes of eternity.
I said shut your lip. This isn't a discussion. Get out.
You do me wrong, sir. Even you will have your time before Tar.
Fine then. But for now, I'm afraid I must escort you and your people out.
Oh, how quaint. Thank you.
Let's go.
Fine. We will take our leave. But those who wish to come with us are always welcome.
And with that, the weird cultists turn their back and take their leave, though not without their leader giving you an icy stare and the woman checking you out. You can't blame her. Rayford turns to you and gives you a curt nod before he turns on his heel and walks away.
Great! Block Valley, Aswell Sheriff, cultist. This is amazing. Still probably better than hanging by my neck at the Baron's gallows.